Hey guys, welcome to Vats Kitchen. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified for all our new videos. And for today's recipe, we have baked and stuffed Vada Pav. This recipe is completely guilt-free as we will not be dipping anything in oil, we won't be frying it, and hence perfect for cheat days. Anyway, let's begin. Let's start off by making our bread dough. In a container, add 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, and 1/3 cup of milk. Mix it well and cover the container and leave it there for 15 minutes. This will let the yeast reproduce. 15 minutes later, it should look something like this. Now let's move on to make our dough. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of maida, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of milk powder, the yeast mixture, and 3/4 cup of milk. Add it slowly while mixing the dough. Dust some flour in a kneading surface and transfer the dough over there. Cover the dough with the flour and then add 1 tablespoon of butter. Now proceed to knead the dough. Knead the dough for 10 minutes. Knead the dough very nicely, so once it's done, it should look really soft. Now, cover the dough for about an hour. An hour later, it should be almost double the size. Now punch the dough. Punch the dough and let it deflate. You're doing this so that the carbon dioxide escapes and yeast can multiply again. Now tuck the dough and brush some butter on top. Once this step is done, cover the dough once again for an hour or until the dough becomes twice the size. Now while we wait for our dough to rise, let's prepare our stuffing. In a pan on medium flame, add 1 teaspoon of oil, a teaspoon of mustard seeds, a pinch of asafoetida or hing, a pinch of turmeric, a little bit of ginger paste, some chopped green chili, and some curry leaves. Fry it. Now mash 3 boiled potatoes and add them. Now add a pinch of salt and half a teaspoon of red chili powder. Mix it well. Now let's add some chopped coriander leaves to garnish. Mix it well. Our stuffing is ready. Now let's make our masala. In a mixie jar, add half a cup of roasted peanuts. To it, add 3/4 cup of grated and roasted coconut. Add 6 or 7 pods of garlic, a pinch of salt for taste, some red chili powder. Now grind it into a fine powder and our masala is ready. Just transfer it into a bowl. Now that we are done with our masala, let's go back to our dough, which must have been risen by now. Dust a surface with atta or flour. and roll your dough in it. Then split your dough in half and roll each half as shown. Now using a knife, split it into different sections. You can make these sections as large or as small as you want it to be. Now take your stuffing and roll it into a ball and then place it as shown. Now add adequate masala. Finally, cover it as shown. Take your time when you're stuffing it, but make sure it's covered properly and leaves no scope for the stuffing to come out when you're baking. Now roll it into a ball again. Place it on a baking tray with baking paper already on top. Now to make the stuffing process faster and easier, make balls out of your stuffing as shown and then place them all in a plate and keep it right next to you. Now repeat the process. Take your dough, flatten it, cover both the sides with atta and then place your stuffing on top. Then add your masala on top. If you'd like, you're also free to add paneer, ketchup, green chutney, sweet chutney, any sauces that you like. If you like to make it a tad bit tastier and spicier, you could also add Szechuan chutney. If you want to see how to make that, the recipe will be in the description box below. Anyway, coming back to the recipe, cover it, make sure that there are no holes, no tears, and once you're sure you've covered it properly, roll it into a ball. Now place all of this in your baking tray and then brush it with some milk. You can do this with a spoon or the brush that you get. Now once that's done, let's place it in the oven to bake. Preheat your oven for 10 minutes and then bake your stuffed pav for 15 minutes at 18 degrees Celsius. And that, my friends, is how you make baked and stuffed Vada Pav. Look how well it turned out. Serve it hot and eat it fresh, straight from the oven. If you like this recipe, do hit the like button and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to be informed about our latest recipes. If you have any suggestions for what video you'd like to see us make next, do let us know in the comment section below. Until the next video, keep cooking, keep eating, and keep watching Bhat's Kitchen. Stay at home and stay safe.